Stop trying to not lose. Stop that. Just try to play what you know. Let the chips fall where they may. All right. How do you protect yourself? Don't let that bar get violated by much. If the market removes your clearing bar, get out. So what? That's one of a few that will happen that way. So what? Move on. I've always told you that trading is a microcosmic version of life. It teaches us in a microcosmic way how to handle life on a more macro scale, on a more macro level. The most successful lives throughout history have learned how to deal with failure, how to deal with setbacks, how to deal with loss. You understand? You accept that life has losses. No poker champion tries to win every single hand. That is stupid. No poker champion expects every hand to be a win, doesn't get upset, doesn't get destroyed, doesn't seek psychological counseling when one hand is a loss. It's part of playing poker. The biggest losers in the world are those who can't handle loss when life hands them to them. I don't want that to be you. There is a grace in accepting loss and moving on. There is a maturity in accepting loss and moving on. So I want you to stop obsessing about, is this trade going to lose? If it is an event that you know, if you can put a name on it, it's an elephant, it's a tail, it's a 180, it's an RBI, it's a freaking clearing bar. And if the location's not stupid, get your locations right, traders. Then it is your duty, it is your destiny to hit the freaking entry button. This is how you're going to grow. You're not going to grow obsessing on the sidelines. You're not going to grow declining 80% of the trades that come by because you're scared that the trade's going to lose. You're not going to progress that way. There is a direct link between how much you lose, how often you lose in the beginning, and how successful you are at the end. The biggest losers, the most frequent losers in the beginning turn out statistically to be the better traders. The ones that have tried to protect themselves against loss. The ones that have been scared to lose turn out to be the worst traders statistically. This is another example of how trading is a microcosmic version of life. As a parent, I am so glad I understood this very early on in my parenthood. I fought the notion of overprotecting my kids. I let them fall. I let them scrape their knee. I threw the ball hard when we practiced baseball. I let them get hit with the ball sometimes. When we played dodgeball, I kicked the ball hard. I would beat them at chess and checkers. I didn't let them win, and I would laugh. Even when they cried, I would laugh. If any of my kids would get upset for losing, I would actually want to make them lose even more. And let me tell you this, when they sucked, I told them, you suck. That's terrible what you did. I didn't create some fanciful idea that life is going to be kind to you. When you lose, when you win, it doesn't matter. You still get a trophy. No, my kids understood that, listen, I taught them that life is not supposed to be easy. I don't get this idea I don't know where the vast majority of people have gotten this from, guys. I'm sorry for getting off on this tangent. I'll tie it back to trading in a minute because it's so important. But I don't know where people I don't know what book people read that makes them feel that, or that's taught them that life is supposed to be easy, that trading is supposed to be easy. Like you take a course and now you're a trader, or you read a book and now you're a trader, or you listen to you watch an Oliver Velez video and now you know how to trade. Like, really? I don't know what, maybe their parents taught them that. Maybe their parents rewarded them for everything. I don't know. Maybe their parents say, oh, it's okay. Oh, you failed. I never did that. I never did that with my kids. If they suck, they suck. You sucked. Like, you got to practice more. What are you doing? That was terrible. Because that's how life is going to be. And so what this did with them, it made them not fearful to actually lose. You know, it made them not crumble and walk away because they lost, because someone says something bad to them or negative, or life at this moment didn't go their way. All right, didn't go my way this time. I'll get them next time. They didn't grow up being fragile, that you have to always speak nice to them, because I didn't. And I knew the value of teaching them loss. Their mother used to say, why don't you let them win? He said, one day, these little kids, they're gonna beat me like I'm the kid. Let me have my time. And I never let them win. But there was a day where my sons started beating me in chess, and there was nothing I could do about it. Then they had their laugh. There were days my kids could throw a football and I couldn't catch it. It would slip through my hands. It was so hard. Do you understand? So when I revert this to trading, I don't want you going into your trading days being afraid that this is going to be another losing day. So what? Or that this trade might not work. So what? Suck it up, deal with it, move on. Try to crack the losing trade open, find out if you did something wrong, write that down, and move into the next trade. Do you follow what I'm saying, traders? I don't want wimpy traders.